My husband completed the half of my faith. Sister Fatima from Panama. I was born in a mixed religious family. My father is Jewish and my mom is a Christian. I was a Christian in the eyes of the Jews and a Jew in the eyes of the Christians. So I decided not to label myself and just started to tell people that I believed in God and I didn't need a religion to prove it. Back in high school, I had to do a research on the topic of women in Islam, though at that moment the only image I had was of a woman getting beaten up by her husband thanks to my neighbor who used to do that. I later found out that I was very wrong. Women do have rights in Islam, perhaps a lot more than in any other religion, and that there are bad men everywhere regardless of their faith. 4 months later, I woke up one day wondering what would happen if I became a Muslim. So I decided to go to a masjid. When I was there, I heard the most beautiful thing I had ever heard in my life. I asked the imam's wife what that was and she told me it was her husband reciting the Quran. That day, I came back home as a Muslim, alhamdulillah. I thought reverting was the hardest part, but it wasn't. I tried to follow Islam correctly, but no matter how covered I was or how much I studied, it seemed it wasn't enough for some people. After a year, I got tired and took off my hijab. I started to walk away from my faith. Somehow the hijab was a constant reminder of who I was now and kept me closer to my faith. I tried to wear it again but my parents won over this and I failed. Last year I met this wonderful guy who was so religious, generous, and wise. I felt I had to try harder. I thought that if he could do it then I could do it too. I started to pray and study again. And most importantly, I now feel the same way as I did when I first listened to the Quran. He is now my husband, and I could never thank him enough for being so supportive and for making a better Muslim. Alhamdulillah, all praise to Allah for him and for many other things. Thank you for reading this. May Allah SWT, all praised and exalted, bless you.